spike the eggnog. Wait a minute. I hate eggnog. Where am I?
Your mother's basement. Hello, Joshua. Welcome to the review.
No. I'm not playing your sick game, whatever it is.
Oh, it's not my game, Joshua. It's yours.
The losers have to review a G3 episode.
The horror! The horror!
Gasp! You fiend!
Not canon?
You laid the ground rules, and you lost.
Oh, come on! You only won by $2.
Hey, ask the good doctor. Every little bit helps.
It's true.
Dr. Wolf? How'd he get you too?
He's taken my wife
What?
on an all-expenses paid vacation, and I literally have nothing better to do.
You should really open with that first. Anyways, the people have spoken. I am the Reviewer King, and thus you, Fiery Jester, must pay tribute.
Do I get a say in this?
I'm sorry, Doctor. You are a worthy opponent, but puppy ass can only get you so far.
Oh, really, Mr. King? What do you call my subscription count?
The world's biggest pity party. Anywho, your video is synchronized to the dungeon's logs. When the review ends, you will be free to go. If your sanity holds, that is.
What if we refuse to participate?
Then I'm gonna second track you. 20 hours of this.
Stir, whip, stir. Stir, whip, stir.
We'll do the review!
We'll do the review!
The review!
Excellent. I wish you good fortune.
I'm going to kill him. Then I'm going to give him a Phoenix down. Then I'm gonna kill him again. Then I'll gather the 7 Dragon Balls. Then wish him back and kill him thrice. Then I'll cross the river Styx to the afterlife, find his soul, kill it, then come back to dance on the ashes of his cremation! By nuke!
Now, Josh. We all agreed to do this, and Silver won fair and square. I'm confident that if we hold to our usual quality and humor, we can handle anything this episode throws at us.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Anyways, so here, as much as I tried to avoid it, as promised, the MLP G3 A Very Minty Christmas Review. Can we at least turn the lights on? Thank you.
The opening song seems harmless enough. It's not all that creative with its lyrics, but parts of it do sound like it could belong in G4. A very forgettable entry in G4, but still.
That's what I love about Christmas. Can you believe that it's almost here? That's what I love about Christmas. Have a merry one this year.
The singer is good. In fact, she actually does sound a little bit like Rebecca Choichet when she's singing as Twilight Sparkle. Get some more complimentary instruments in there, a little audio mixing, a few lyric changes here and there, and with a little sprucing up, this could actually be a really good song.
Once you get past the leg, it ain't too bad.
But that's about where our compliments end. Immediately you start noticing the main flaw with this movie. Padding and repetitiveness. Like here, why does every pony in this show have the exact same face? The exact same hairstyle? The exact same body type?
Yes, there's so little variety in their expressions, and when they look at the viewer...
Why are you talking at the camera like that?
Like what?
That! It's very unsettling.
What do you mean? Don't I come across as friendly and nice?
Yes, Doctor. Don't you trust us with your trust us with your kids? Yes, Doctor. Yes, Doctor. Don't you trust us with your kids? Yes, Doctor. Don't you trust us with your kids? Yes, Doctor. Don't you trust us with your kids?
Anyways, we have to wonder whether or not the animation team thought this imagery would be good for kids, or even adults. This moment here especially. We can tell it was supposed to be a moment like, but it actually comes off like,
So we see 2 ponies, don't really know their names, kinda hard to tell the difference between them really,
Oh, don't worry. They'll be saying every pony's name at least half a dozen times throughout this special.
Pinkie, Pinkie, Pinkie's Pinkie, 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 Rainbow Dash.
And yet by the end, you'll have trouble remembering most of them.
Oh, joy to the world. Anyways, they're trying to make a candy cane. Apparently.
Gold and red strawberry, or silver glitter and blue blueberry.
You hear that, kids? Eating glitter is totally safe. The pretty pony said so.
We then see the ponies create a snowman. Odd, you'd think they'd create a snow pony of some sort. And we are introduced to our main character, Minty, voiced by Tabitha St. Germain, who also voices Rarity and Princess Luna in Friendship is Magic.
Immediately, we are shown just what kind of character this is. The klutzy, innocent one. Yeah, she's kind of a screw-up, but she's totally friendly and endearing, and you can see she just tries really, really hard, and fanfiction will reject this kind of character. Come on!
I get the strangest feeling that joke is going to come back to bite us.
So, the ponies are excited to meet their Christmas host, Pinkie Pie, voiced by Janice Jodd. Okay, maybe Pinkie can finally bring some intentional jokes and laughs.
As this year's Christmas host, I first want to thank last year's Christmas host, Rainbow Dash.
Wait. That's what they're going with for Pinkie Pie? She sounds like William Shatner if she were 3. And hi!
We do love you, Rainbow Dash. Ever since we can remember. So Santa can see through all the clouds at the tippy top. This year's Here Comes Christmas. You made last year's Christmas so colorful and of the tallest tree in all of Ponyville.
I want a magical horsey ride at Warp Speed!
Hi there, name's Dakota. I'm the editor. Hey, how you doing? Don't mean to interrupt or anything, but I thought I'd bring something up that I discovered during the editing process that I thought was really funny. See, my theory as to why Pinkie Pie sounds the way she does is because her voice has been digitally slowed down. The reason why I think this is because while I was editing this monstrosity, I discovered that Pinkie's voice sounded way more natural and flowing when you sped up her voice. See, here's her normal voice.
I first want to thank last year's Christmas host, Rainbow Dash.
Here it is sped up.
I first want to thank last year's Christmas host, Rainbow Dash.
Normally this would be a really odd choice, but considering the repetitive animation and padded story that's coming up, I think it's safe to assume that the creators of the show thought that Pinkie's voice was too fast and slowed her voice down so that they could fill just those extra couple seconds to make it a full 45-minute special. It seriously feels like that is a likely possibility. Anyways, sorry to interrupt, back to the review.
Warp Speed!
Actually, when I was first watching this special, I knew I recognized Pinkie Pie's voice, but I just couldn't remember where. Until I looked up the VA and realized she actually plays a couple of characters from Ed, Edd n Eddy. And now I wonder exactly how different this special would be with a character like Sarah around.
Clean out your disgusting freezer experiments, and after that, set up our picnic outside!
Is that all?
I'm just getting started!
Oh, you mean what would this special be like with a character that actually has personality? Let me put my thinking cap on for that one.
Rainbow! Rainbow!
Hey look, they're all cheering for Rainbow Dash just like in G4 and...
Why, thank you, darlings. How darling of you all.
Okay, apparently this Rainbow's personality quirk is that she loves to say darling over and over.
Maybe it's just her with the quirk. Let's take a look at this character, Thistle Whistle, also voiced by Tabitha St. Germain.
Yep, that's true, very true. It's Santa's big night. He flies no matter what. He does it all right and not me.
And this pony's quirk is she adds unnecessary whistles to unnecessary sentences.
Dear God.
And this is one of our main characters.
No.
So, if you all could sign this form that says that you won't sue me for lost brain cells, I'd appreciate it.
Whoa! It's the Here Comes Christmas candy cane!
Did the voice director intentionally try to make them sound like they were repeating a mantra from a kindergarten teacher?
I wouldn't be surprised. So far, I feel this is the equivalent of jingling keys in front of a baby. Look! Shiny!
So the basket carrying the canes apparently passes by Rainbow Dash 3 times, and we see Minty being Minty.
Oops. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, was that your foot? Oh, sorry.
I'm the klutzy one! Sympathize with me!
And then we are introduced to her quirk. She likes socks.
Hey, nice sock. Thanks. They're one of my favorites. Of course, I do love my green socks the best, or maybe my silver sparkle socks are my favorite.
Where's the off button on this thing?
But I really like my rainbow socks and my glow-in-the-dark socks. Yeah. Oh, who am I kidding? I love all my socks.
What is with all these annoying and random quirks? The G4 ponies had eccentricities, but they at least fit with the character's personality. They don't exist just to exist. Can no one be normal in this?
Everyone's got a gimmick now.
So they get one of their newest friends named Starcatcher, who is apparently a Dalish Pegasus, to place the cane on top of the tree. Jokes aside, that's actually a pretty cool design.
Apparently, this candy cane is put on the tree to guide Santa Claus to Ponyville because of foggy nights. I guess this is pre-Rudolph continuity?
I'm so excited! I'm gonna put lights up everywhere.
Yeah, you just saw that. No, your eggnog was not spiked. I'm not even sure what they are even doing there. The most I can guess is moonwalking in place?
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
So Minty decides that the candy cane needs some slight adjustments and goes to fix it. And does. We then cut to a completely different scene.
Wait, hold on. What was the point of that? We come back to it like 10 seconds later. Why don't they just finish up with what they were planning to do?
Because the animators needed something shiny and sparkly on screen. They were afraid of losing the children's attention if they didn't meet their minutely quota.
Oh man, I just realized this thing is 44 minutes long. And we're not even at the 11-minute mark.
He's almost a quarter of the way there.
So they cut to this castle that's completely irrelevant to the plot. All it does is light up when you press a switch.
Only $29.95. We cut back to Minty still adjusting the candy cane, and she accidentally knocks it off.
Uh-oh. Oh no! Do-over.
It's a giant candy cane that landed on snow. How did it shatter into that many pieces?
What am I gonna do? I broke the special bright shiny pink one-of-a-kind Here Comes Christmas candy cane into a bunch of crackly pieces!
Get the ponies to make another one?
Good boy.
But how can the story progress without a paper-thin conflict?
Okay, I have to say this now. Biting sarcasm sounds really weird coming from you.
Well, I'm on your channel, Josh. It kinda comes with the territory.
What are we all gonna do? I've ruined Christmas for everybody. This is not good. Not good at all.
Actually, hold on for a second here. Klutzy, innocent, tries really hard and yet often makes things worse, and voiced by Tabitha St. Germain.
I just don't know what went wrong.
To all of those who wanted an episode starring mostly Derpy, there it is. Same character. Only difference is she's obsessed with socks instead of muffins. So, Minty goes to mope and... Okay, even when they're sad, they seem frozen on one expression. It doesn't help that everyone has the same face.
Too pink?
You have no idea.
Oh, darling, you can never have too much of something you love.
Alcohol.
Candy,
Electricity.
fast food,
Television.
Sushi.
jokes.
Alibis. Ah, come on, don't pretend you don't enjoy them. Everyone's a snob.
So, Minty stumbles into somewhere and tries to confess her crime, but fails.
Minty, I am sure everything will will be okay, no matter what you did.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
A trope as old as time. Failure of communication. Terrible then, terrible now. She returns to her home to mope when she suddenly gets the idea to fix everything.
That's it! I will be Santa and give everyone a great present!
So she's pulling a Jack Skellington?
Oh, I hope so. Because she'll eventually get shot down by the military, and then I will forgive this special for everything.
Now, what can I give my friends? It has to be wonderful. It has to be special. It has to be socks.
She's going to start the stocking tradition, isn't she?
It would explain why the writers felt the need to give her a sock obsession. I never said it was a good explanation.
Well, just be glad it wasn't, the other big reason.
Then we see that all of the houses are closing down for the night, which they really should have shown earlier because we immediately cut back to Minty.
To better confine to YouTube's policy regarding child abuse and depictions of torture, we felt it was necessary to give you a warning that one of the most mind-numbingly forced songs you will ever hear is coming up. We are even giving you the option to skip to this time. Okay, for all of you brave souls who've decided to stick around, brace yourselves.
They can be plain or fancy. They can be short or long.
It's a song about socks.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
While the opening song at least sounded halfway competent, the music they use here is extremely basic. You could argue that the animators were hoping to show off some interesting visuals, but even here they're using stilted, repetitive movements, especially when all the ponies are dancing down the stairs. As with so many other scenes in this special, you could easily cut this piece out and not miss any of the story whatsoever.
When winter is turning your nosy, a little bit frozy, socks will make you feel comfy cozy.
'Twas a valiant effort to get the children to appreciate the gift of socks, but no. So she breaks into people's homes, well, then again, Santa does the same thing, and... Called it! Friggin' called it! Minty starts the stocking tradition. Yeah, forget Rankin Bass's clever explanation of Santa hiding presents in the stockings to prevent an evil ruler from finding them. Oh, no. Stockings are a tradition because a pony liked socks.
Huh. Maybe socks were always a big thing for ponies even before bronies came on the scene.
Christmas socks.
Eventually, Minty gets caught by Pinkie.
I was trying to be Santa. Why? What's wrong with the real Santa? Broken. You broke Santa?
Did you just laugh?
What? It was funny. It sounded like something the voice actresses ad-libbed because they were desperate to make the script more fun and the director was just too lazy to remove it.
Oh, Minty! Whoa, Minty!
Looks like the director already made up for that. Not sure which emotion they were going for there.
Minty. I know.
Shut up. So they try to come up with a solution, and Pinkie thinks she has something.
This is it. I feel it. I feel it too. What am I feeling? Leave town.
Goodness, Pinkie, I'd expect that from a villain.
Run away and never return.
No. Leave to go to the North Pole. The North Pole? The North Pole? You mean the one where Santa lives?
No, Minty, the one with Jack Skellington. Of course the one with Santa!
Sometimes your sarcasm hurts.
Well, that would draw the audience in. They'd be confused, but they'd at least be interested. So Minty goes to find a balloon and comes across Thistle Whistle and tells her why she needs one.
Do you really think that's a good idea? I mean, well, you know how you are in balloons. Just a thought.
Fidget?
When you say with you, do you mean fly into the clouds? I wasn't frightened. Just surprise.
I can't be the only one that's hearing that.
North Pole, here we come! Wait, Minty, wait!
So Pinkie catches up to Thistle and asks her to go with Minty.
Thanks, Thistle. Be careful! There are clouds up there, you know!
This just in. Sky has clouds. In other news, water wet. Ugh, did anyone proofread the script? These characters are so stupid. It's like they're begging me to make fun of them. I honestly feel like I'm being trolled right now.
Him?
Fair point.
Minty then flies away and accidentally destroys the tree. Goodness, she's really having the most rotten luck. Pinkie then explains to the townsfolk what happened.
She felt so bad about what she did. She's on her way in a balloon to the North Pole to find Santa and save Christmas for all of us.
Conveniently leaving out the part that it was her who suggested it, and they decide to follow her.
Okay, we're about a half hour into this special. Maybe we can finally get some sort of adventure plot, or they could arrive at the North Pole in less than 2 minutes. Okay, movie, real talk. You pad out the movie for at least 15 minutes with pointless dialogue, out of order animation, and repetitive lyrics to get that 40-minute minimum runtime.
Not to mention slowing down the voice acting.
But a potential adventure fraught with danger trip to the North Pole? 20 seconds.
It's literally across the street.
I'ma play it.
Don't you dare.
I'ma do it.
Don't you do it. Hey. So after we hear Minty wailing, Thistle gives a suggestion.
Maybe we should just forget the North Pole!
We then cut to Ponyville leaving on balloons to the MLP theme, oddly enough. And then we cut back to Thistle, who says,
Maybe we should just forget the North Pole!
We didn't dub that. They literally used the same line twice.
So Thistle gets tied up somehow, and they get stuck somehow.
Tell me again why that candy cane was so important!
That's what we want to know! So they get rescued and see if they can find Santa.
Oh, look how darling, darlings. This must be where the elves live.
Josh?
No. Let this happen.
Hey.
It's a note!
It's a note, darling.
Can't even muster the motivation to make fun of that.
Anyways, it appears they've just missed Santa, but no one's really all that mad.
Minty, you came all the way up here to give us back our Christmas. You've brought us to the most magical place of all.
Well, the North Pole is pretty special.
I meant in here, your heart.
So apparently the power of magical horse hugs cleared up the sky. And they realize they can get back home.
What do you think, Starcatcher? It's Christmas. Time to go home. Can you lead us back to Ponyville?
Either that was a changeling, or the directors forgot that Pinkie was supposed to say that line, not Minty.
Okay, I'm beyond done with this. All that's remaining from this point is them padding out the runtime with more songs, more demonic stares, and more repeating footage. Only this time, they actually reverse the footage. Oh, and Santa says he's stealing the stocking idea. Good f***ing gravy. So this ends with a reprise of the first song. And that was A Very Minty Christmas. Do I even need to say how awful this is? The pacing, padded. The characters, annoying. The story, forced. The writing, obnoxious. The music, bland. The imagery, consistently creepy. The message, vague at best. It's everything you would think was bad about G3, and even then it manages some surprises on how bad it could possibly be.
This special actually took a lot of effort to get through. From the recycled animation, repetitive dialogue, paper-thin conflicts, I am downright amazed that we ended up with Friendship is Magic. So, in a way, I'm glad I gave it a watch. Getting through a G3 episode actually helps you to appreciate just how much love goes into the show we were all drawn into. As much as we sometimes like to pick on Friendship is Magic for obvious toy tie-ins or questionable moments, none of them even come close to this level of sub-mediocrity.
What he said, it sucks. End of story. I'm the Fiery Joker.
I am Dr. Wolf.
Are we free now?
Indeed. Well?
Well, what?
You look like you have something else to say. You should probably say it.
Walt Disney once said, "You're dead if you aim only for kids. Adults are only kids grown up anyway." I feel that's a very poignant quote. Friendship is Magic became successful because it thought about the adults too. Father and daughter can watch it together and they can both enjoy it. That's not the case with Generation 3 of MLP, which is obviously only appealing to little kids, so much that only little kids could enjoy it. But a parent is supposed to spend time with their children and nurture them. So when parents are being forced to suffer through stuff like this, they're less encouraged to do their jobs. I never had to grow up with this kind of garbage, and I'm glad I didn't. Seeing junk like this makes me more appreciative of the animation companies who thought of the ones who are watching with the kids, the parents. Like my mom, for instance. It's this beautiful woman right here. Her life's ambition was to be a good mother. As such, she didn't just stick us in front of the television with any old subpar movie to just shut us up. When she could pull herself away from making sure the household didn't crash and burn, she actually sat down and watched stuff with us because she cared. She loved us so much, she actually cared about the stuff being put into our heads at a young age. And she can actually quote what we watched better than we can. Seeing how awful this special was made me appreciate all of this more. So, thank you, A Very Minty Christmas. Thank you for making me a little more thankful for the good I have in my life. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Oh, I can't be mad. Merry Christmas.
that we share with our dearest friends once more. And that's what I love about Christmas. Hard to believe that it's almost here. That's what I love about Christmas. Have a merry one this year. Snowflakes in a swirl, every boy and every girl bundled up in red and green. Tinsel on the tree, every year we all agree it's the grandest one we've seen. And that's what I love about Christmas. Hard to believe that it's almost here. That's what I love about Christmas. Have a very merry one this year. The Santa Claus sleigh will be heading our way. Down a river of stars he'll fly. Donner and Dancer and Dasher and Prancer will eagerly pull the sky. 1,000 bells ringing, their silver song singing. We're joining in far and wide. The happiest faces, the warmest embraces, the feeling of joy inside.